ground is supposed to look like that. This ground was extremely rusted. So I scraped it all off, cleaned it with acid, camera's fogging, too humid, painted it, zinc painted the bolt, put a star washer underneath it, because the other day I had a airbag light that went on and off, and that's the ground for it, and it gets rusted. I know from the fact because I had the problem in the past. That's probably what causes it. Now when I turn the key though to the on position, I don't get my test. I didn't want to do it. I don't want to prime the pump. But the airbag light doesn't come on when it does the bulb test. So either the bulb burned out on the cluster when I screw with that ground, or there's another issue with it. That's funny though, how things work like that. You try to do one thing, 5 things change. 5 different conditions change. So I guess when we take that dash apart and modify our radio, I got a couple of these Deflock radios. I have to put a jack in them, like right there, over here. Do it to this car, I can do it to that car, and I can plug a line in on it, so I don't have to listen to the shitty AM/FM radio anymore. And I can also plug in like a satellite radio thing to it. So when we do that, we'll take the dash apart and see if that bulb is indeed bad. Funny stuff. At least I fixed all that rust though. It was freaking bad. It was bad. You can move away from the north, but the north will always haunt you. At least the AC works. Cold. Part 2 of my video. I took the whole car apart. Dash. We're going to mod the radio, so stay tuned for that. Maybe that'll happen tomorrow. But I took the gauge cluster out. I started playing around with the bulbs. Apparently I had a bad contact on that bulb. So I was screwing it with my voltmeter, and eventually I got it to contact. The bulb was fine. I think the actual holder was just all crappy and dirty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the gauge cluster apart, clean everything, put it back together, and then we're going to take apart our Deflock radio and put a line in on probably tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And we get a plastic weld, of course, our freaking shitty ass thing, because that's been cracked for a long time. Should really drop the column when you take those dashes out on a 91 and 93 car. It's a tight squeeze, but you can get it. I'm gonna probably drop the column when I reinstall it. It's good we fixed it though. Yeah. Here's a cool improvement for an old car. Take all the bulbs out, clean them. Look how dirty it is. Yeah. Let's continue. And then if you get lost and forget which bulb is which, just shine a light in it. And that is for miles. Cool. Now we might be doing this to our old pickup next. It's incredible the dirt that's on there. Well, this is probably the reason why it's so dim at night. It's gonna brighten it up.